Wait, didn't I already talk about the
My name is Henry. Welcome to the Me channel.
What is your problem? Where are we? Why can't I talk about Zelda games in peace? Hey, you don't get to just walk away. Hey, that camera's still rolling. Oh, hello, Internet! While every family had a Wii, everybody had a DS, and several of them. Following the already successful Game Boy line, the DS destroyed sales records, second only to the insanely popular PS2. And there were revisions to help keep those sales consistent, like the DSi that came with downloadable titles known as DSiWare. But a true successor wouldn't arrive until the 2010s with the reveal of the Nintendo 3DS. So let's see what this hot new handheld had to offer. And I'm not letting you out of my sight. Right out of the box, the 3DS already has a few pre-installed games to play. Street Pass Me Plaza would allow 3DS users to connect with each other by meeting in real life with their systems. AR Games uses special cards included with the system to play little mini-games with the 3DS camera. And Face Raiders is absolutely terrifying, but the real substance of any console catalog is the physical releases. And what better way to launch the 3DS library than with a new Mario game? Weird, 3D Land doesn't feel as 3D as it used to. Super Mario 3D Land was an adventure similar to the 2D Mario games, but this time in the third dimension. The levels are linear and Mario shrinks when he takes damage, but there's plenty of secrets hidden throughout the levels, as well as rooms that showcase the glasses-free 3D display of the system, not to mention the returning Tanuki suit from Mario 3. It's fairly short and simple, but that's perfect for a handheld Mario game like this. One of the early hits on the 3DS was Masahiro Sakurai's Kid Icarus Uprising. The first two games were simple 2D platformers, but the third one went in a different direction. Each level starts with an aerial battle where Pit has to fight monsters like an on-rail shooter, and then he lands on the ground where it's a mix between a hack and slash and a third-person shooter. The game looks insane for a handheld title, and there's even online multiplayer. The controls take a little getting used to, but it's still a really exciting experience. And just like Smash Bros., there's a lot of achievements and unlockables that let you really sink your teeth into the game. There were also plenty of casual games on the system, like a new Animal Crossing. New Leaf has you assume the role of the town mayor, introducing a level of control and customization never before seen in the series. There are a bunch of structures you can decorate the town with, as well as some 3DS exclusive features. There were even some updates later down the line. Another fun little 3DS game was Tomodachi Life. You can create a bunch of Miis, then watch them live and interact with each other on your island. It can be really weird at times, but that's really the fun of it, seeing what wacky scenarios the Miis can get into. That's weird, there's nobody here. Hey, where'd that Mii go? Now, Super Smash Bros. 4 was a big heavy hitter. It was the first game in the series to appear on a handheld, and the fact that they made it work is honestly insane. Sure, there's no big story mode like in Brawl, but it's made up for with an impressive lineup of new and returning fighters. You can scan amiibo to train up in battle, as well as making your own custom Mii fighters. Is this where you got that gear? How long have you been traveling dimensions for? You know, it's not easy living in the Shadow World. Almost all the adults work in the smoke mines day after day, leaving their kids all alone with nothing to do. And one day, curiosity got the better of me. It was unlike anything I had ever seen. A world of near infinite possibilities. And that's when I saw you. Somehow, you had come in contact with a device that could rewrite the fabric of reality itself, even outside of the game world. I wanted desperately just to see what having that kind of power would feel like. And I found a way. So gear from the game world allows shadow folk to come to the light world. It works the other way around as well. You know what happens when light folk try to go to the shadow world without it. All too well. Anyway, we better get a move on. Next up is, you gotta be kidding me, Chibi Robo Ziplash. There were a few other Chibi Robo games on the DS, but most people either know the first game or this one. It's a fairly standard 2D platformer with mechanics from Chibi Robo, with the signature power cord being used as a whip. The game is... It's terrible, and it likely killed the franchise. What was that? And it wasn't the only series to fall victim to this. The remake of Bowser's Inside Story was released far too late in the 3DS's life, and it resulted in its developer Alpha Dream going bankrupt. And it wasn't even compatible with the 3D display. For a system called the 3DS, most of its later games were 2D in both display and gameplay. As a matter of fact, it would have made more sense if it was called the 2DS. Oh yeah. Alright, that's it! What? I have several questions, and they're all what the f-
Is something wrong?
Yeah, you're not usually this paranoid. He... Well, since he's here now, where are we going next?
Oh, I know. On to the next generation.